So this is how
Assassin's Creed
dies. With thunderous applause.
My game is ruined. I'm gonna cry, people. I'm gonna cry. So, I don't know if you heard, but today, Ubisoft came out and said that Assassin's Creed is dead. Basically, that's not what they said, but what they actually said was talking about how they're going to be putting together the teams of Odyssey and Valhalla, which is obviously Quebec and also Montreal, which is an okay idea. I was like, okay, but what are they doing? So what they're doing is they are making an Assassin's Creed, basically MMORPG. They're working together to make one giant, I guess, online quote experience to where they're going to be having multiple settings. Apparently, I don't know how they're going to do that, but it's literally going to be an Assassin's Creed MMORPG. So it's really the death of Assassin's Creed, because Assassin's Creed is like the major single player game to where there's no obviously online components except for like the photo mode and the store, which obviously doesn't involve playing with other people. But I mean, Assassin's Creed did have some multiplayer aspects to it, just in terms of doing like certain missions and stuff, or having like just a assassination game mode, I guess, in multiplayer. That was way in the past, but it was largely a single player game. But now that they're making this, it's really the death of Assassin's Creed as we know it. I honestly thought that with Valhalla, we would be getting somewhat of a step back towards what we knew in terms of Assassin's Creed before at least Odyssey and kind of before Origins. Origins was definitely not bad in terms of following the original Assassin's Creed stuff. Obviously, it's an RPG, but it's nowhere near as bad as Odyssey, and Valhalla obviously tried to take a little bit of a step back to where we had a little bit of, I guess, normalcy. But now we are going to be having this, which just completely throws all of my hopes out of the window. I'm still potentially going to be playing it just because it's Assassin's Creed, and it's probably going to be coming out in like 2023 or 2024. So we still have a really long time, and there's not really much information we have now except for the fact that Montreal and Quebec are together, but Quebec is going to be the one leading it, which is who made Odyssey, so yay. But yeah, there's not a whole lot of information in terms of the actual game. They're just talking about that it's in progress, and it's called Assassin's Creed Infinity. As of now, it's the code name for it, so I don't know if it will end up being the actual name or if it's just going to be the code name still, like previous Assassin's Creed games. But what really upsets me is that I play Assassin's Creed largely for the single player experience, because a lot of games that I play are multiplayer, and I assume a lot of games that you guys play are multiplayer, unless you're one of those people that only play single player. But I mean, I do play stuff like Call of Duty, I play Apex Legends, and Rainbow Six, and a bunch of other games. So it's all multiplayer games, and it gets kind of sweaty, or it can be toxic, because obviously you're playing with other people, and there's a lot of times where I just want to chill and I want to play a game that is single player, and specifically for myself in a historical setting. And it's really a good game, being Assassin's Creed, for my taste, even though the actual Assassin's Creed aspects are going away even further. But just in terms of having a historical game, because I love history and I'm majoring in history education, it's definitely a very, very good franchise just in general, because there's so few games like that, and Assassin's Creed is so huge. But it's definitely a really bad thing for this to be happening, and it really upsets me because, like I said, I love to play Assassin's Creed for single player. I can literally just chill, I can eat food, I can take a drink, do whatever I want while playing the game. I can pause, do literally anything I want. But with this, it's literally going to be nonstop, and then there's going to be like either a battle pass or some bull crap to where you have to pay microtransactions within the game. They're probably going to make it free to play since it's going to be an MMORPG, but if they don't, then they're still going to put microtransactions in it just because that's what they're going to do. and it's just going to be all around a mess, and I don't know. I mean, I could be proved wrong. As of the information we have now, it's definitely horrible for Assassin's Creed, at least in terms of how the past was versus how the future is looking. But I don't know. Maybe they'll make it look good, but as of now, no. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think. Subscribe, like, do all that crap. Literally like 90% of you aren't subscribed. Oh, I'm getting better internet actually today, so I'm probably going to be able to do my live stream of all of the AC games every single day until I finish. So make sure you stay tuned for that, and subscribe so you're notified about that. I'm gonna cry.